the black world, with stories making waves from across the diaspora. First up, world powers are warning anyone thinking of impeding a North African nation's elections scheduled for late December. During a conference being held in Paris today, the world leaders, featuring U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, agreed on imposing sanctions against anyone aiming to keep Libya's elections from happening on time. But human rights groups warn that conditions for fair elections may not exist. The country has been dealing with unrelenting civil conflict between regional powers since the fall of late dictator Muammar al-Gaddafi. There is speculation growing that Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, the son of the late ousted Libyan leader, might be among the candidates running for office. Let's now head over to the Horn of Africa, where Ethiopian officials are looking to hold talks with opposition forces amid an ongoing civil war. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's administration laid out the terms for possible talks with rebel leaders as international calls for a ceasefire and negotiations increase. The East African nation's foreign ministry spokesman Dina Mufti says one of the conditions for possible talks include the Tigray People's Liberation Front troops withdrawing from the Amhara and Afar regions bordering Tigray. But nothing has been agreed to, Mufti says. 4 million plus people still depend on emergency food, and since the brutal conflict started 1 year ago between government soldiers and the TPLF. The United States imposed economic sanctions today on Eritrea's military and ruling party in connection with their role in neighboring Ethiopia's civil war. In addition, the U.S. threatened sanctions on Ethiopia's government and opposition forces from Tigray if there isn't meaningful progress made toward a ceasefire in talks. Meanwhile, Sudan's military coup leader shook up the country's government once again. Commander-in-Chief of the Sudan Armed Forces, Abdel Fattah el-Burhan, the nation's top general who remains defiant following the uprising, announced this week the reinstatement of Transitional Sovereignty Council, but under his leadership. The council will feature the same military members and rebel leaders as before, but there will be a new order of civilian members. The civilian-led transitional government under ousted Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok was previously dissolved. The military junta seized power in Sudan via a coup d'etat late last month, just a couple of years after the regime of Omar al-Bashir was toppled. A tech giant is making its presence felt in Africa. Rwandan President Paul Kagame announced Google and Westlink as the newest members to the Smart Africa Alliance during the 10th Smart Africa board meeting. Kagame, who's the chairperson of the alliance, oversaw this year's virtual event, which featured more than 30 African countries and partners who are aiming to accelerate not just Rwanda's socio-economic development through a digital upgrade, but the entire continent's. The African heads of state also pledged to bring the continent together as singular digital marketplace. Now, let's turn our attention to the Caribbean, as the United States government is urging U.S. citizens to flee the nation that is currently in flux. Officials say citizens should evacuate Haiti while commercial flights are still available. Haiti is dealing with growing instability and a gang problem following the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse and a deadly earthquake in August. There's also a severe fuel shortage in the country, along with disrupted water bottle deliveries, leaving residents to rely on rain for water. It's unclear how many U.S. citizens are currently living in Haiti. Finally, Jamaica is among 50 countries joining an initiative to build climate-resilient health systems. Jamaica is joining the international collective pushing to establish low-carbon health systems during COP26, the United Nations Climate Summit in Glasgow, Scotland. The COP26 health program is a partnership with several health groups, including the World Health Organization. Jamaica and the other nations are committed to creating national plans to adapt health systems to deal with global warming, while also developing roadmaps, including target dates for the reduction of carbon emissions.